Well, how's everybody doing? I hope everyone is well. It's certainly a pleasure to see you guys and to know that you're there and you're there because I'm here and I'm here. You ready for this? Because you are there. All right. So listen, it's a pleasure to know that you're here, and it's a pleasure to have you with us today. We have a few things that we want to talk about, and I believe that it'll be something that you guys will enjoy. All right, so hey, get ready. It's going to be a great hour. All right, that's what it's going to be. 1 hour. It's going to be a good one, and you really don't want to miss it. All right, it's going to be a good one. So there's going to be some great things we're going to talk about. Our topic today is success is not free. It is not free. Now, a lot of people, when they want to go into business, and that's really what I'm talking about, right? You could be successful in anything, but you still have to pay the dues. You still have to pay the dues. All right. So uh, it's important that you understand what we're talking about today. This is a very critical topic because I believe that people need to start really branching out and going beyond uh going beyond their visual, their visual sight. A lot of people, when it comes to growth, and when it comes to really experiencing things, um they are experiencing life, they really don't plan. They really don't have a plan, and so um it's interesting that a lot of people go into business or they start a career and they don't have a plan. They don't have a plan. Let me suggest this. You could write a business plan, and you should, even though you're not in business for yourself. Well, I guess hallelujah is appropriate. I don't know. I'm not preaching, but yeah. So I appreciate that, April. But yeah, this is critical to understand that when you're let me back up a little bit. Let me say this. I was talking with a young man yesterday. Oh, April, you're really there. Awesome. I was talking with a young man who who um he had a football scholarship, and something happened and he dropped out of school. Now, this is his first year in school, people. His first year in school. So I asked him, I said, well, who do you live with? And he told me. And I said, well, how do they feel about it? You know? And he said his parent told him, as long as he's working, it's fine. And you know what? Hey, I believe that college is not for everyone, but yet it is for everyone. So what do I mean by that? I'm not being contradictory. What do I mean by that? Not everyone's going to go to college and hang in there. It's for of business. Yeah, technical. It's freezing. It's freezing. I know. It's freezing up on me. It's this service I have, man. I wish I could. We're looking into getting rid of it and getting a better, more up to date service. But I did get a doctor's degree in another area, and it's interesting because I talked with this young man. I said, "Listen, what are you going to do?" I said, "Now where he's working," I said, "Now unless you're going to make this a career, then you're just here for the money." When you get on a job, you're there for one or two reasons. Well, one reason everybody's on the job, right? Make money. But are you there strictly for the money? Or are you thinking about career because you enjoy it? All right, now I'm going to get to success is not free in a minute. But I want to talk about this because I believe a lot of our young people are going through this. And I had a good conversation with the young man. I wanted to know where he was thinking. I told him, I said, look, if you're going to make this a career where you are, then you're either going to have to wait for somebody to die so you can move up, because those positions, as you go higher, those things are filled, right? Those positions are filled. So the only time you can get one of those positions is if somebody die or somebody's promoted or somebody's demoted or they open up another slot. Other than that, you'll be doing the same thing. So you need a roadmap. If you're on a job and it's going to be a career, then know what you're going to be facing, what you're going to be up against. Now, understand why success is not free, even when you're on a job, because you have to put up with politics, corporate politics. I work part-time for a company and I have a finance business, and hence why we have the show Financial Sense. All right, so this is interesting as to what's going on, what's really happening. Okay, now I had to put years ago. I used to help people start businesses, and I had to learn how to do business plans and all that good stuff. Now there's so much more involved, especially like in my area in finance. I had to get a special insurance. It's called errors and omissions, just in case I goof up and a client gets mad and they decide they want to sue, because that's the name of the game today, right? People want to sue you. They want to sue you for everything, man. They don't care. They just sue. Hey, I'm gonna sue you. I'm just going to sue you. All right. They just want to sue you. All right. So it's very important to understand when you're on a job, what direction you want to go. If you're there just for the money, there's nothing wrong with that. Really. I have a part-time job and I'm there, ready? Just for the money. I'm there just for the money. That's it. Well, and the benefits. You know, my finance business, I don't have benefits. Why? Because it's my business. All right. I'm an independent contractor. So let's go into it. Let's go into it. If you're starting your own business, or even if you're in a career, what's the number one thing you have to be? You ready? Patient. You have to be patient. Now, there's other variables involved, absolutely, but you better learn the skill of patience. You better learn what it means to be patient. If you do not be patient, you know what you're going to do? You try this, you try that, you try this, you try that, you try this, you try that. And they're all different experiences. And in most cases, they're all different jobs or all different careers or businesses. And sometimes if you stick with one business and you try this and you try that and you try, it becomes a process of elimination. But this is the value of that. This is the value. You learned what not to do. Now, you need a roadmap. That's where a business plan comes in. Whether you're on a job and you want to move up the ladder, or you're in business for yourself. And when you're in business for yourself, you have a business plan and you have to include your income that you want to make, right? I mean, you don't go on a job and not know how much money you're going to be paid. Well, same thing when you have a business. You pay yourself. You have to identify how much money do I want to make and how willing am I to make that money. Now, I want to read. I saved this intentionally. Hold on one moment. Let me see if I can get to it. All right. Top 5 most successful American entrepreneurs. I'm going to read them off to you. Now, I'm just dealing with 5. There's a lot more. But I'm dealing with 5 intentionally. All right? I'm dealing with 5 intentionally, and you give me a moment, and I'm going to go over that with you, because you need to see it. You need to know. I want to encourage you guys to do something right now. I want you to spread the word. Let your friends know where we are. Let your friends know that they could get on, and this is where they could find us right there. All right. Let them know that they should get on right now, because what I'm going to discuss in these next couple of moments are going to be extremely, extremely important. Excuse me. All right. Before we get too far, let me give you a word from our sponsors. Okay. a word from our sponsors. We have a couple of them. You know, that's how we pay the bills here. That's how we pay the bills. All right. Now, let me mention this to you. Let me mention this. If you should have a situation where you need your clothes cleaned. Now, somebody texted me the other week. They said, I'm gonna give you the dry cleaners. You need to see it. You see it going across the bottom? One Price Cleaners, Garden City, Georgia, at the farmers market on Highway 80. Very critical. Very critical. All right. And from what I understand, one of the guests I had on at one point, they told me they had the best prices. They liked their service. They liked it. I haven't had a chance to make it over there yet. But look, man, I've just been busy. I actually got the clothes in the car, in the trunk, to bring over there. I just haven't been on that side of town yet. You know, so if you're in the area, that's where you want to go. I understand the door. Really, really good job. But now, what if you need an attorney? If you need an attorney, here's an attorney for you. All right. Davis, Bosman, Johnson Law Firm, the law firm that gets great results. Their number is right there going across the screen, 912-225-1600. They have offices in Savannah, Atlanta, and Statesboro. That's really good because they're local. All right. So they can, regardless of where you live in Georgia, and I don't know if they're out of state as well, but let's look at Georgia. Regardless of where you are in Georgia, they can help you. All right. They can help you. So you need to check them out. You need to, if you need dry cleaning, you need to really consider that because that's a really good spot. That's a really good spot. All right. My name is Anthony Murray, and you're watching Financial Sins every Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, I want to go over this. This is very interesting, and you could Google these folks if you want. Andrew Carnegie. Andrew Carnegie, all right, was an American entrepreneur who actually immigrated from Scotland. All right. The man came here from Scotland. Now, I'm not one to complain about it, but I must ask this question. Why is it that folks could come here to the United States and be so successful like that? I'm going to give you the answer too. All right. Because they're hungry. They actually believe that this is the land of golden opportunity. They actually believe that. And you know what? It is. If you have a plan, if you know which direction you want to go in life, if you're willing to pay the price, remember I said you have to be patient. You must be patient. All right. If you're willing to sacrifice, that's the second thing. You have to be patient. And if you're willing to pay the price or sacrifice, what is it going to take? You have to do your research, right? So now you have to become a student of whatever area you think you want to open your business up in. You have to become a student in that area. You must learn what to do, how to do it. You must learn what others have done in that area in order for them to be successful. What is it that they've done? Because whatever they've done, you're going to need to learn, not necessarily do, but at least learn. At least learn. If you learn like they learn, then you're going to be on top of things. All right. You hold on one moment. All right. I have to make some adjustments here in the studio. All right, hold on one moment. All right, there we go. I'm back. Sorry about that. I'm usually a little more ready than this, but I want to read about Andrew Carnegie. And this is news to me. I didn't know about this guy, right? I mean, I knew about him, but I didn't know that he was an immigrant. All right. He founded a company called Carnegie Steel, growing it to become one of the largest companies in the United States. All right. His name, really, Andrew Carnegie, a lot of people heard of him. I heard of him because of oil. All right. But I never knew everything that was involved with this guy. Listen, his net worth grew to be, back in 2021, as high as $5.5 billion. That's with a B, boys and girls, with a B. Now, can you do that? Why not? The key is, do you want to do that? How many sleepless nights did this guy have? Remember, success is not free. You're going to pay for it. Not always with your pocketbook, but you're going to pay for it with more than just money. You're going to pay for it with time. Your time is money, right? You're going to pay for it with your time. You're going to pay for it with your energy. You're going to pay for it. You're going to have to invest in your time as an investment. It's a very, very expensive commodity. Your time is an investment. So you need to invest your time, invest your energy, and you need to focus. You know, you're going to have people that's going to insult you. People are going to call you crazy. They're going to say you're crazy, that you missed it. What about Henry Ford? Number 2, Henry Ford. Unlike Andrew Carnegie, Henry Ford was a natural-born citizen who grew up in Michigan. Born into a family that originated from England and Ireland, he was well off, though not wealthy. Ford was a hard-working man and eventually completed an apprenticeship with the Detroit Dry Dock Company. In 1891, he met with Thomas Edison and told him about his concept of the automobile. I didn't know that. All right, let's keep going. Edison liked the idea and let Ford use his warehouse to develop and manufacture 2 prototypes. Hold it, wait a minute. The man didn't even have his own warehouse. So now, what are you willing to do? I have a finance business. You know what? Before I opened up my office, I was already in business. So I would meet people via telephone, Zoom. I would meet them at Dunkin' Donuts. I would meet them at restaurants. I meet them at their house because I didn't have a house, right? I mean, excuse me, an office. So you have to improvise. All right. What are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to pay? I mean, you want to go on, you're the one that want to go into business, right? So using the prototypes, Ford soon founded the Detroit Automobile Company. The company was short-lived. However, since the product did not meet Ford's standards, He went on to found the Cadillac Motor Car Company, which also failed before starting the Ford. This guy had a list of failures. Failed. How many times? All right, now, what about you? How many failures? How many failures can you stand? How many times will you allow failure to happen? Because it's going to happen, but failure is a good thing. You know what failure is? You just found out something that you definitely want to stay away from. All right? So now he founded the Ford Motor Company, for which he is famous. His third attempt at a car company made him very successful, and the company remains a going concern with annual sales. You ready for this? You ready for this? Annual sales, and this is globally, right? $127.1 billion. All right, $1 billion. Okay, so listen, there's a price you're going to pay for success. There's a price. What do you want to pay? What are you willing to pay for success? You have to decide. You have to decide. What are you willing to pay? Oprah Winfrey, all right, household name, is a shining example of an American success story. While she did not reveal her past until 1986, Oprah Winfrey was a victim of sexual assault at the age of 9 and became pregnant at the age of 14 before losing the child during childbirth. That must have been hard. These early trials and tribulations gave her the perspective and confidence that helped her land her first TV show in 1983. All right. From there, Winfrey steadily grew her brand and empire. Now, they used a very important word in this. They didn't use it with Ford. They didn't use it with Carnegie. But trust me when I tell you, it's all relevant. Okay? It's all relevant. Brand. Oprah Winfrey brand. That's how she became a household name. People know her. Oh, that's her brand. She has a television station, right? It's called O Magazine. O, the letter O. All right. She has Harpo Studios. That's branding. That's branding. All right. She's has a multimedia company. She started one. That's Harpo Studios in 1988. Winfrey, together with Discovery Communications, founded OWN, Oprah Winfrey Network. That's what OWN is for. She established that in 2008. Another media company that attracts millions of television viewers. Millions. She's a TV personality, all right, turned entrepreneur. She has a net worth. You ready? Not quite as big as Ford, but it's big. She has a net worth of $2.6 billion. That's with the B, dollars, as of December the 5th, 2021. What price are you willing to pay for your success? Would it mean for you maybe getting up earlier in the morning? Maybe ironing your clothes, getting your clothes ready the day before. I was a manager at a company, and it amazed me the way people would come dressed for an interview. Just amazed me. Jeans and hey, look, I'm not talking about a warehouse interview. I'm talking about a business interview. The way they were dressing like they were outside. What in the world has happened to people wanting to dress successfully? What has happened? I'm going to give you another guy. All right. That was really interesting. Really interesting. A guy named Bill Gates. Bill Gates, one of the most well-known American technology entrepreneurs, is the fourth richest person in the world. Fourth. With a net worth, and this is going back here again to December 21st, with a net worth of $133 billion. Excuse me. Billion. All right. Now, interesting about that, I wish they in here, they don't talk about the amount of times, except for with Ford, Henry Ford, the amount of times people have failed. Hey, guys, you know what? We're going to come right back to this in a minute, and I'm going to pick up with Mr. Bill Gates. But before we go back to Mr. Gates, let's talk one more time about One Price Cleaners in Garden City, Georgia. All right. They're right across the street from the farmer's market. They're not actually in the farmer's market. All right. They're across the street. All right. Prime location. Very easy to find. All right. They say they have the best prices in town. I'm going to find out. Lord knows I got to get those clothes out of the trunk and bring them to the cleaners before they get messed up, right? They said they have the best prices in town. All right. So what is their address? All right. Farmers Market, Highway 80. They're Black owned and operated. All right. Now, they're, again, when you turn into the gate to go to the farmer's market, before you make that turn into the gate, look directly across, and you're going to see One Price Cleaners. That's where they are. That's where they are. Okay? Farmer's market, everybody knows farmer's market. So if you're in the area, you want to get some dry cleaning done, they're the place to go. Now you probably have to get that dry cleaning done so you can go to the attorney's office to get your will set up or trust set up or see them for any type of litigation or whatever else you may need. They'll let you know. It's Davis Bosman Johnson Law, the law firm that gets great results. Their telephone numbers coming across the screen right now, 912-225-1600, with offices in Savannah, Atlanta, and Statesboro. What's so good about that? Man, they can help you for wherever you are in the state of Georgia. That's what's so valuable about that. All right. That's what's so valuable. All right. So let's get back. Let's get back to this. Let's talk about. Let's talk about. I want to read about Mr. Bill Gates. Hey, again, I just pulled this up online. All right, I pulled this up. Gates, he grew up in Seattle, Washington, and began tinkering with personal computers at an early age with friends such as Paul Allen. You know, I actually started in the computer industry. When I went to college, this was back in the 70s. I went to college and I started messing around. I went to school for data processing or data processing, depending on what part of the country you're from. You'll pronounce it differently. And the computers were huge back then. All right. We didn't have a very good selection of personal computers. You know, today, your phone is a computer. All right. Don't let anybody fool you. Okay. All right. So he started out with Paul Allen, showing a ton of aptitude and promise. Gates enrolled in Harvard, where he met Steve Ballmer before dropping out to start Microsoft. All right, so Bill Gates was a college dropout. Who cares? He had a roadmap. All right, now why am I putting emphasis on him being a college dropout? Because college, they're going to promise you one thing. All right, you ready for this? No, two things. I'm sorry, two things. When you complete college, there's two promises that you're guaranteed. For some people, just one. You're promised a piece of paper, and you're promised a bill. Unless you go on scholarship. All right, so Gates, with the help of Alan Ballmer and others, built Microsoft, now valued at over, oh my goodness, $1 trillion based on its market capitalization, making it one of the world's largest and most influential tech companies. And 2020, Gates stepped down from the board of Microsoft to focus his personal efforts on the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Like he really needs to work anymore. No, that man doesn't need to work anymore. But what did it cost him? See, success is not free. Some people think success is like going through a fast food drive-through restaurant. No, it's not. You're going to pay for it. You're going to pay time. You're going to pay sacrifice. You're going to sacrifice some time, man. There's going to be times when your spouse may get mad, or your girlfriend or boyfriend may get mad because you're spending so much time, and in their eyes, too much time. Success is not free. It costs. It costs in intangible manners and tangible. Are you prepared? I want you to be prepared. Are you prepared psychologically? Are you prepared emotionally? You know, your emotional preparation is just as important as your analytical preparation or your physical preparation. Extremely important, because in your journey to success, you're going to go up and down a whole bunch of roller coasters. Right when you thought you were off the big roller coaster, you end up on the small roller coaster or the medium-sized roller coaster, and then back on the big roller coaster. What about Mr. Ford? Two major companies he started, and they both failed. Finally, he landed. He started the Ford Motor Company. Larry Page is another one. He's the co-founder of Google, the world's #1 search engine. #1, uno. It was started by Page and his co-founder, Sergey Brin, when they were doctorate students at Stanford University with an initial investment of just $100,000. The two partners quickly grew Google into a multinational conglomerate. In 2015, Google was restructured to form the parent company Alphabet Inc. So Google is a DBA, I guess, at this point. I don't know. They formed a parent company. With Page serving as CEO, Page has a net worth, you ready? He has a net worth of $126 billion, and you know the date already. This is based on December the 5th. So as every success story goes, hopefully his success continues to climb. All right. It's very important to understand that you have to be ready. You have to be ready. If you're going to be in business for yourself, you have to be able to close your ears to all the negative that you're going to hear. They didn't talk about any of the negative stuff. All right. Hey, let's talk about some more people. What about Elon Musk, CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, and owner of X? X was one of those other companies. I forget who X was. Let me look at my comments here for a moment. Wow is right. Wow is right. David, good to have you. I think you were with us before. This guy, Elon Musk, is the richest man in the world, worth 219. We're just not talking about his company, it's just him. 219 billion. Man, what did he pay? Emotionally, what did he pay? Psychologically, what did he pay? Sleep-wise, how much did he lose? Very interesting. All right, so there's just so many people. There's Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon. These are billionaires. All right, what did it take? You know, even though you set up a roadmap, even though you have a focus, there's times you're going to have to adjust, tweak your roadmap, tweak your plans, tweak. You have to make adjustments. Here's an interesting note. 8 of the top 10 billionaires made their fortunes in technology. Whoo! Man, oh man, oh man. Listen, when I read this stuff, it is just stimulating, not mind blown. I don't want my mind to be blown. Man, I need my mind. So what's on my mind? I need my mind. You need your mind, right? All right. All right. So uh I want to read a little bit about Elon Musk, being the richest man in the world, who was born in South Africa and attended a university in Canada before transferring to the University of Pennsylvania, where he earned a bachelor's degree in physics and economics 2 days after enrolling in a graduate physics program at Stanford University. Musk deferred attendance to launch Zip2 on the earliest online, one of the earliest online. I think, let me see, what was it called? If you guys know what X was called before, I forget what it was called, but they changed the name to one of these things. If you guys know, hey, put it in the comments. All right. In 2004, Musk became a major funder of Tesla Motors, now Tesla, which led to his current position as CEO of the electric vehicle company. In addition to its line of electric automobiles, Tesla produces energy storage devices, automobile accessories, and through its acquisition of SolarCity in 2016, solar power systems. Look, all this man is doing is growing, and he just keeps growing and keeps growing. He's part of S&P 500. I also have products that you could actually get, and the monies that you earn in these financial products, one of the indexes is S&P 500. That's right. So if you'd like to know more about that, then you need to reach out to me. If you want to know how your money can earn money and your money can make money, hey, give me a holler. Give me a call. Let's talk about it. My number is on the bottom of the screen. And did you know I can help you regardless of where you are in the United States? It doesn't matter. I can help you. You just have to be, again, you ready? In the United States. All right. Or Canada. I can help you if you're in Canada too. Okay. All right. So listen, people. Knowledge is power. Applied knowledge, though, is powerful. Financial literacy is the key. So if you feel that you don't know enough about financial literacy, if you feel you don't know enough about money, yes, I just changed the subject just a little bit, then you need to come see me. You need to talk to me. You need to call me. There's no obligation or commitment. You don't have to buy anything. The information is free. We have free financial literacy workshops, and you could attend these workshops online. You could attend them in person. It's all up to you. It's all up to you. All right. If you want to branch out into the finance industry, which is one of the highest paying industries in the world, then you need to let me know. See, the programs and products are at a discount rate for WSB referrals. So if you come into the business, you get a discount on some stuff here. Why and how? And I'm going to give you my direct line. There's my email. There's my direct line. You know, my name is Anthony Murray. You already got that. All right. How do you get a discount? Well, when you have to take a test, a financial test. You have to take that, and you'll get a discount with the company that offers the financial literacy. I mean the product for you to test. All right. Well, look, we got to get ready to get out of here. Our time is pretty much up. Let me go back once again to our sponsors. You need to stop by One Price Cleaning in Garden City, Georgia, at the Farmers Market on Highway 80. They're a Black-owned and operated business, and we need to support all small businesses. But let's help the Black-owned business who thinks that nobody cares about them. Okay, all right. Now, what about attorneys? You need an attorney? Davis Bosman Johnson Law, the law firm that gets great results. Their numbers scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Guys, listen to me. There's nothing better than supporting small business. I don't care who it is, really. There's just nothing better. Our country was built on small businesses. Small businesses. Now, let me close this by saying success is not free, but you need a vision. You need a plan, and you better be determined to stick with it. All right? You better be determined to stick with it, because if you are not, you'll be jumping around like a frog, like a grasshopper. Nothing wrong with trying different things, but settle down somewhere. Hey guys, it was a pleasure being with you. All right. I really appreciate you. I hope that we can do this again. Won't you guys come back? Holler at me. Holler at a brother. All right. I would love to meet you guys, talk with you, and say hello and all that good stuff. All right. Don't forget, next week we'll be back. Financial Sense will be back next Friday at 1 p.m. Tell a friend. See you next time.
I like that.